Hello students, let us start from question number 11 of exercise 4.5, that is determinants for plus 2 mathematics. The statement is in terms of trigonometric functions 1 0 0 0 cos alpha sin alpha 0 sin alpha minus sin alpha. First of all, calculate modulus of A, that is determinant. You can start from 1 because all other values are 0. Cos alpha into minus cos square alpha minus sine square alpha. You can take negative sign common, and cos square plus sine square alpha we already know is equal to 1. It means the answer is minus 1. Now calculate all the cofactors. After the calculation of cofactors, you can design cofactor matrix. It's minus 1 0 0 0 minus cos alpha minus sine alpha 0 minus sine alpha cos alpha. Then write the transpose of this cofactor matrix, and after writing the transpose you can calculate inverse of A, that is given matrix. Because negative sign is there, it means you can change the sign here. 1 0 0 0 cos alpha sin alpha 0 sin alpha and minus cos alpha. That's the answer. Question number 12 is an important question as far as your final examination is concerned. Matrix A is given to you and matrix B is given to you. First of all, calculate AB. Simply multiply 3 into 6, 18 plus 49, then 24 plus 63, then 12 plus 35, and 16 plus 45. That's a 67, 87, 47, and 61. What about modulus of AB? 67 into 61 minus 87 into 47. 4087 minus 4089, it's minus 2. Now write the cofactors of AB, then cofactor matrix, then take the transpose of cofactor matrix. Then write AB inverse. And you have to prove AB inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. Basically, it's our target in this question. Now, what about A? Simply write the value of A. Then calculate A determinant. It's 15 minus 14. Then calculate the cofactors of all the elements. Then design the cofactor matrix. And write the transpose of this cofactor matrix by converting row into column and column into row. Then write B. B modulus is simply minus 2. 6 into 9, 54, minus 56, the value is minus 2. Then write the cofactors, then cofactor matrix, then take a transpose. Now write the inverse of both the matrices, A inverse, then B inverse by simply inserting the value in the formula. Then multiply B inverse with A inverse. First of all, write the value of B inverse, then A inverse, simply multiply 45 plus 16, it's minus 63 minus 24, it's minus 35 minus 12, then 49 plus 18. The value is 61 minus 87 minus 47 and 67. I think already AB inverse is similar to this one. Check this. This one. This value is the same value as obtained after the calculation of B inverse and A inverse product. This value is the same value. It means AB inverse can be written as B inverse into A inverse. It's the final answer. This question is also important for final examination. You have to basically calculate the inverse from this equation, not directly by calculating adjoint and modulus. You have to calculate the inverse from this equation. First of all, calculate A square. It's 3 into 3, 9, minus 1, then 3 plus 2, minus 3, minus 2, then minus 1 plus 4. These values are 8, 5, minus 5 and 3. Now 5a simply multiply with 5, then 7i, 7 into identity matrix, then write a square minus 5a plus 7i. The answer is 0. It means a square minus 5a plus 7i is equal to 0. Now from this equation you have to calculate A inverse. Simply shift 5a on the right hand side, then divide by a. It's a plus 7i divided by a. 7i divided by a can be written as 7a inverse, and a can be shifted on the right hand side, and 7 can be divided on the right hand side. 5 can be written as 5i. It means it can be written as 5005. Then insert the value of a. 5 minus 3, it's 2. 0 minus 1, minus 1. 0 minus minus 1, it's plus 1. 5 minus 2, this answer is 3. It means clearly you can find the value of A inverse from an equation derived above, not using adjoint A and modulus. In this question, we have to calculate the value of A and B basically. First of all, calculate A square by simply multiply A with A. The value is 11, 8, 4 and 3. Now the equation is A square plus AA plus BI. Value of A square, then value of A and value of I. Then multiply by A or add 11 plus 3A plus B, and 8, A into 2, 2A plus 0, then 4 plus A plus 0, then 3 plus A plus B. Now when I equate first equation with first, it's 11 plus 3A plus B is equal to 0, and second is 8 plus 2A is equal to 0. From this equation I can calculate the value of A, and now insert this value of A into this equation. It's 11 simple equations are there of linear. 11 minus 12 plus B is equal to 0, minus 1 plus B is equal to 0, and B is equal to 1. In this way you can calculate the value of A and B. Question number 15. Question number 15 and 16 are almost similar. I'm going to calculate only question number 15. You can try question number 16 at your own level. If you find any problem, you can comment in the comment section of the video. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, minus 3, 2, minus 1, 3. Simply multiply these values. First row, first column, I think you already know about the multiplication, because in the previous exercise of a determinant, we have completed this content. You can find the value of A square. When A square again multiplied by A, you can calculate the value of A cube. This answer is there. Now insert these values inside the equation. Value of A cube, then 6 into value of A square, plus 5 into value of A, and 11 into identity matrix. Now open these values. 8 minus 24. Let us check this. This one 8. 6 into 4, 24, plus 5 plus 11. Similarly, you can add all other values and the answer will be equal to 0. Now from these values, suppose you have to calculate the value of A inverse. 11i on the left hand side and all other values on the right hand side, because when I divide I by A, you can find the value of A inverse. It's 11 into A inverse minus A square plus 6A minus 5i. Now insert the value of A square, then A and I. Now calculate these values. Minus 4 plus 6 minus 5. Similarly, other values. Simply addition or subtraction is there after multiplication of one scalar with the matrix. That's minus 3, then 4, 5, 9, minus 1, minus 4, 5, minus 3 and minus 1. 1 over 11 is outside. It's the final answer. Question number 16 is similar to question number 15. You can find. Question number 17. Let A be a non-singular matrix. What is the meaning of non-singular matrix? Basically, determinant is not equal to 0. If the determinant is equal to 0, then it is singular. Of the order 3 into 3, then adjoint of A is equal to A modulus square. Now, how I get A modulus square? Let us calculate. Suppose I take one matrix 1 2 1 3 1 2 1 2 3. Randomly, you can take any matrix in which a determinant should not be equal to 0 because it's given A is non-singular. Now calculate A determinant. Then calculate the cofactors, all the cofactors. Then design the cofactor matrix and adjoint A, basically transpose of this cofactor matrix. Then adjoint of A minus 1 into adjoint of A modulus minus 1 into minus 10 minus 0. From here you can write minus 1 minus 10 minus 0 plus 4 35 minus 5 plus 3, it's 0 minus 10. Now calculate this value is equal to 100. And what about A determinant? This value was 10. It means the square of 10 is equal to 100. That's why the answer is A modulus square. That is adjoint of A mod. Now question number 18. If A is an invertible matrix of order 2, then determinant of A inverse. Order 2 matrix is there. Let us check. Let this one is the matrix. Then determinant of A is 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. Then cofactors, you can write cofactors easily. Then you can write adjoint. You already know about these contents. Then 1 over A modulus into adjoint of A. Then write the modulus of A inverse. It's 1. Thanks for watching my video. In the next video, I will start equations in determinants in exercise 4.6.